I can take care of the recording. You don't have to do it on your end. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
We can give it a couple more minutes, maybe start sometime 7:40, 7:45, just in case if anybody else is planning to jump in and whatnot. So
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go through. Yeah, there's not that many instruments that we're providing. Well, we're providing a good amount, but a lot of them are the same model. It's only gonna be 3 of them, so very similar to the ones at the Sepulveda site as well.
gotcha. Then short and sweet. Cool.
Yeah, should be.
Morning, Rafael.
Good morning, Sebastian.
Okay, OV 745. I think we can just go ahead and get started with the crane.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so let me share my screen and then we can get started. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so my name's Ovi, or my name's Ovidio. You can call me Ovi. I'm a control systems technician for George T. Hall. I'll be conducting the training on 3 instruments that we provided for the Ballona site. It's going to be the Hydro Ranger 200, the ultrasonic level transmitter. These two are part of the same instruments. They work together. And then the next one would be the Siemens Siemens Mag 6000. This is just a transmitter. And then we have the Rosemounts 3051S pressure transmitter as well. So I'm going to start with the Hydro Ranger. Just going to play the quick start video. Kind of goes through the how to operate the menu, how to go through the menu and set up the transmitter. This one is for the flow meter or the level transmitter. Can you guys hear the video? I'd have to change. Let me see. I'm gonna stop sharing. I think I have to change some of the settings so you guys can hear the audio.
And
Can you guys
power
hear
up
it?
the device, and you will see the following screen indicating that the unit is at factory default. If you do not see
I'm gonna
this
restart
screen,
it.
the Level Quick Start Wizard is the fastest and easiest way to program your device for a simple level measurement application. Power up the device, and you will see the following screen indicating that the unit is at factory default. If you do not see this screen, you should perform a master reset. Now, to enter program mode and configure the device using the Quick Start Wizard, press the right arrow. Once in program mode, you will see the main menu. You can scroll up and down with the arrows to view menu options. Highlight the Wizard's option and press the right arrow to select. The Wizard's menu has 2 options. Select the Quick Start by pressing the right arrow. Today, we are configuring the Level Quick Start Wizard. Highlight QS Level and press the right arrow to select. Press the down arrow and select Start. Now choose if your device is single or dual point. Press the right arrow to select Edit to choose your measuring point. Using the up and down arrows, select what point you are programming and press the right arrow to enter your selection. Press the down arrow to select Next to continue. Now let's select your transducer model. Press the right arrow to select Edit to choose your transducer model. The factory default is no transducer. Using the up-down arrows, highlight your transducer model and press the right arrow to enter your selection. Press the down arrow to select Next to proceed. Now let's select your mode of operation. The default operation for a single point unit is distance, and the default for a dual point unit is level. Press the right arrow to select Edit to change the mode of operation. Level operation measure the height of material in the vessel from the low calibration point to the high calibration point. Space operation measures the distance between the top of the material surface to the high calibration point. Distance operation measure the distance from the face of the transducer to the top of the material surface. Using the up-down arrows, highlight the level mode of operations and press the right arrow to enter your selection. Press the down arrow to select Next to proceed. Now let's select your temperature source. Press the right arrow to select Edit to change the temperature source. As the speed of sound changes with temperature, it's critical that we know the ambient temperature in the process to achieve an accurate measurement. The default temperature source is Auto. Using the up-down arrows, highlight your temperature source. If temperature changes quickly in your application, please use the TS3. It has a faster response than the transducer internal temperature sensor. Press the right arrow to enter your selection. Press the down arrow to select Next to proceed. Now let's select your units of measure. The default is meters. Press the right arrow to select Edit to change the measurement units. The units you select will be used for setting your measurement range and the calibration points and be displayed on the screen when in run mode. Using the up-down arrows, highlight your unit of measure and press the right arrow to enter your selection. Press the down arrow to select Next to proceed. The next step in the wizard is to enter the empty distance. The empty distance is the distance from the face of the transducer to the process empty point. Press the right arrow to select Edit to modify the empty distance value. Use the left and right arrows to move the cursor up and down arrows to modify the empty distance value. To move the decimal point, position the cursor over the decimal point and then use the up arrow to move it to the left and down arrow to move it to the right. Once you have put in your empty distance, press the right arrow to highlight OK. Press the right again to accept the empty distance. Press the down arrow to select Next to proceed. The next step in the Quick Start wizard is to enter the span distance. Press the right arrow to select Edit to enter the span distance. Use the left and right arrows to move the cursor. Use the up and down arrows to increase or decrease the span distance value. The span is the measurement range from the process empty point. Once the span distance value has been entered, use the right arrow to enter the span value. To proceed, press the right arrow until OK is highlighted and press the right arrow to select. Press the down arrow to select Next to proceed to the next wizard. The next step is to set the reaction speed of the device. The factory response rate default is set to medium, which is a rate of level change less than 1 meter in 1 minute. Press the right arrow to select Edit to modify this value. There are 3 options for speed of response: slow, medium, and fast. Your response rate should be set slightly higher than the maximum process response change. Using the up or down arrows, highlight your response rate and press the right arrow to enter your selection. Press the down arrow to select Next to proceed. Congratulations, you have successfully configured the measurement point 1. If this is a dual point unit, you can configure the next point using the right arrow to select Yes. If this is your only point of measurement, then finish the configuration using the down arrow to select No. If you need to make any changes, use the up arrow to select Back to scroll through the wizard to ensure the information is correct. If you want to start over again, press the left arrow to select Cancel. If you are confident that you have entered all the correct data, then load and save the values into the sensor using the down arrow to select Finish. Congratulations, you have completed the Level Quick Start wizard. When the wizard is complete, you will be brought back to the Wizard Quick Start selection. To exit the wizard and return to the main menu, press the left arrow. To exit the main menu and return to Run mode, press the left arrow again. Once you are back in Run mode, you will see your level measurement reading and you have successfully completed the Level Quick Start wizard. For more information, visit the web.
Yeah. Just look up on
Okay, so that was for the hydrangea, the level transmitter. Now the actual sensor itself, that's going to be feeding the information to the transmitter, is the ultrasonic, let's see, the XPS-15 is what we're providing. It's going to play a short video on how it works, just like the theory of how it works.
Digital signal processing, advanced algorithms.
Siemens ultrasonic level measurement provides superior performance, unmatched reliability, and supreme cost-effectiveness. We are surrounded by sound. The time delay between sending sound and hearing the sound is commonly perceived as an echo. Ultrasonic level measurement takes advantage of this effect. A piezoelectric crystal inside the transducer converts an electrical signal into ultrasonic sound. The sound reflects from a surface and travels back to the transducer, where it is converted into an electrical pulse. A digital signal processor analyzes the time delay and calculates the distance. In practice, many echoes are reflecting. Sonic intelligence is exclusive to Siemens echo processing technology and is embedded in all ultrasonic instrumentation. It differentiates between true echoes, false echoes, and noise. The controller analyzes the profile using software algorithms, extracting one echo from the profile as the most probable target echo. Whatever the surface and surroundings might be, the result is a repeatable, fast, and reliable measurement in solids, liquids, and slurries. Sonic intelligence beats at the heart of Siemens ultrasonic technology. Siemens ultrasonic instruments adapt to changing process conditions. Siemens offers a wide selection of devices and supports you with extensive application expertise. Our continuous measurement portfolio includes user-friendly and highly reliable compact devices and a range of controllers. Siemens, the world's leading provider of ultrasonic level measurement technology.
Okay, so that was it for the level measurement section. Any questions on those two devices? No? Okay. If there's no questions, we're going to move on to the next section, which is going to be the flow meter. For the flow meter, we are providing the MAG 6000 transmitter, which is the pipe section, and the MAG 3100 sensor. So we're going to go through how to set up and go through the menu of the transmitter itself.
Transmitter to meet your specific needs, you will need to access. To configure the Siemens flow meter transmitter to meet your specific needs, you will need to access the programming mode of the transmitter to make the required changes. To do so, you will first need to understand the input keys and what each of these does. The 6 keys are: the top-up key, used to move up and down through the menu levels as you drill up and down. The forward key, used to move forward through the menu options. The back key, used to move back through the menu options. The change value key, used to cycle through settings, values, and numbers. The select key, used to move the underline icon to the required input field to be changed. And the lock-unlock key, used to get into subheadings and save any changes in settings. Now that we are more familiar with the device interface, it is time to do some basic configurations. Hold down the top-up key for 2 seconds to bring up the password screen. Enter the 4-digit password. The default password is 1000. Ensure you change this password to secure your device in the field. To enter your password, press the lock or unlock key. The full programming mode is now available. To change the basic settings again, press the lock-unlock button. The first available option will be the mains frequency. To edit this again, press the lock-unlock button and then press the change key to cycle between 50 and 60 Hz. Please choose the correct mains frequency for your region. In Australia, it is 50 Hz. Press the lock or unlock key again to save the desired setting. Next, press the forward key to edit the next parameter. Flow direction. The default setting for the flow direction is positive. This means that the flow through the sensor is in the same direction as the arrow marked on the front flow sensor tube. If the flow is in the opposite direction of this arrow, choose negative. If this needs to be altered, then press the lock-unlock key and press the change button to choose the appropriate setting. Press the lock or unlock key again to save the desired setting. If this does not need to be altered, press the forward key to the next parameter. Qmax. This parameter sets the flow span values and the units of flow. To edit these, press lock-unlock. And then use the select key to move the flashing icon to the field value that you want to change. Then use the change value key to cycle through the numbers. When the span value is correct, use the select key to move the cursor across to the units area. And then use the change value key to cycle through the desired units of flow for your application. We will use liters per second. When complete, press lock-unlock to save your settings, and then press the top-up key again to return to the basic settings menu level. Now press on the forward key to go to the next parameter. Totalizer. Press the lock or unlock key to access the Totalizer 1 screen. And then press the lock or unlock key a second time to edit the settings. Now press the change key to move the decimal place to the desired location. This is how it will be shown on the main display when in use. Once the decimal place is set, press the select key to access the units option. And if required, press the change key to alter the settings to the desired units of measurement used in your environment. Finally, press the lock or unlock key to save these settings. The last step of the basic programming settings is to turn on the current output. As this is in a separate menu structure, press the top-up key 3 times to move to the upper level of the menu. Then press the forward key to move until you find the output menu. Press the lock or unlock key 3 times to edit the current output parameter. Next, press the change key to ensure the current output is set to on. Finally, press the lock or unlock key to save the setting. This completes the basic programming setup for the Siemens flow meter transmitter. To exit out of the programming menu, press and hold the top-up key for 2 seconds. You will then be taken back to the operator's screen, which will display the flow rate, the larger number at the top of the display, and the totalizer value, the smaller value at the bottom of the display. If you have any queries about these products, feel free to contact the Paradigm engineering team.
Okay, so that was the section for the flow meter transmitter. Any questions on that section? Okay, and now we're going to do the pressure transmitter. For the pressure transmitter, we're providing the Rosemount 3051S pressure transmitter. It's really just used to measure pressure. So it's a very simple instrument. There's not much to it. Any configuration is usually done with the heart communicator to configure most of the settings. You can do some basic setup with the buttons at the top of the transmitter. So this video kind of goes through how to do very basic configuration of the transmitter.
Hi, I'm Jesse Dodge with Emerson, and today I'm here to talk to you about 2 major needs that we found among the Profibus industry users: interoperability and easy commissioning of devices. A user needs to know when they purchase a device that it's going to work on their system. Beyond that, they need to know that they have the tools and the knowledge necessary to easily and efficiently commission their device. Historically, the Rosemount 3051 did not ensure the interoperability or provide the tools and knowledge necessary to easily commission the device, until now. The new Rosemount 3051 Profibus pressure transmitter is now Profibus certified to the latest Profile 3.02 standard, ensuring interoperability and backwards compatibility with your Profibus hosts. Beyond Profile 3.02, the new transmitter revision brings to market the first Rosemount Pressure local operator interface, which provides simple and fast commissioning without any additional tools or software. Let's take a look at how it works. First, you can see that the buttons are easily accessible and clearly labeled external to the transmitter housing. This is a must for configuration or maintenance in a hazardous area because you don't have to remove the electronics cover. To activate the LOI, you can push either button on top of the transmitter. And this shows us a simple and responsive menu that allows for fast and efficient commissioning. This menu design was created using Emerson's new human-centered design processes, which ensures the menu is as intuitive to use as possible. So now that we've done an overview of the LOI, let's commission a device. Standard commissioning includes setting the address, configuring engineering units, and then eliminating any errors due to mounting pressure effects. The first step will be set the address. Here we'll set the address to 36. You can see with the simple scroll and select operation, it's very easy and responsive to go through the configuration. Next, we'll configure engineering units for pressure, PSI. This new transmitter offers pressure, level, or flow output configuration. Last step, assuming we've mounted the transmitter onto the process, we'll zero out any errors from that mounting procedure. And that's it. Using the new LOI, you've just fully commissioned your transmitter. By standardizing on the new Rosemount 3051 Profibus pressure transmitter, you can be confident that not only will your device work, but it will offer you the latest and greatest Profibus features and capabilities. Beyond that, it will give you the tools to simply commission your device, saving you time and money. For more information, please go to emersonprocess.com. Thank you.
Okay, and that was a section for the pressure transmitter. Any questions on that? Okay. So that was a complete list of instruments that George T. Hall provided. And when we do the in-person training, we can go through the menu, and we can have anyone present can kind of go in and try it out as well, and so they can get comfortable with it as well. The menus are pretty straightforward, and once you do it like 1 or 2 times, it's pretty easy to kind of remember how to go through the menus. So yeah, in person it'll be a lot more interactive for sure, because we'll have them installed and they'll be displaying measurements as well. Any questions overall of any training or anything? No? Okay. Well, if there's no questions, then that concludes the training. Thanks for attending, and I'll see you in person whenever we schedule that, whenever they're ready to be installed, or they're installed and ready to go, after we do some commissioning as well.
Thank you. We appreciate it, man. And I guess we'll be coming back to the 1 o'clock session in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sebastian.
Thanks so much.